So if you're watching this video tonight, I would like to apologize. Here on the East Coast, we are experiencing some pretty substantial thunderstorms with wind and all of the fun that goes along with that. And I was concerned that we potentially would lose power and internet access. And if you are watching this, then that means that that is the case. So I've provided these quick voiceovers. I'm hoping this is going to allow you to keep moving forward. Although it doesn't allow necessarily the back and forth, but your time together is valuable, and I didn't want to miss out on that opportunity. So from last time, from your feedback forms, I got a really important question. And this is quoted from one of you, and it says, "I am super excited by all that I am learning, but what exactly am I expected to do with all of it as it relates to meeting PLC expectations?" And I felt as though it was really important to, take the 3 to 4 minutes that it's going to take to just make sure that you are really clear on what the next month is going to look like, and what those expectations are for you. So if you remember, we started our time together with sort of revisiting some major questions that came up from our fall session and how they led us to realizing that we needed to dive deeply into this concept or the idea of a body of evidence. So our 4 questions that came up repeatedly were: how much is enough to know that students are graduation ready? How do I ensure the ask of a task will lead to quality evidence? How many essential skills and content standards do I need to assess? And then how does each course fit into a 4-year plan for collection of evidence? And when you look at these 4 questions together, it really speaks to sort of like a 3-layer or 3 different pieces of a puzzle that all fit together. So the first one is building capacity and performance assessment design and iteration. And that one really aligns strongly with the how do I ensure the ask of the task will lead to quality evidence. It also pulls on the question 2 and question 4 here, the green and the yellow, because as you're designing your task, you're pulling in those essential skills. And when you are designing your tasks and building them, it's really a good idea to have an understanding of how your specific performance task fits into not just a plan for a particular course, but also the 4-year plan. So we have the skills and things that we've dug into over the past several sessions together with, rapid ideation sessions, validations, and calibrations, so that we are ensuring that the ask of our task is really soliciting high quality evidence aligned to what we feel is really important for students to be learning and growing for skills and knowledge and content areas. The other 2 layers to this are our guidelines of sufficiency, because those are going to inform our performance assessment design and alignment. The guidelines of sufficiency really need to align to one another, and they mutually support one another, and they exist at both levels, the graduation level and the course level. So bringing it back to what is it that you're expected to do? Honestly, it is pretty simple in that we are asking you to celebrate your learning. And whatever that learning is what your celebration is going to document. So if your aha moments and your learning really was around performance assessment design, then that's what you're going to celebrate. If you dug deeply into guidelines of sufficiency at one level or the other, then that is where your evidence is going to be. If you did a little bit of work in all 3, then you're going to share all of that. And the reason that we say that is that this work isn't finished. It's not like it's the end of June or the end of July, you must now be done. We know that this work is time consuming, and it's really never ending, right? We keep stressing the idea that this process is iterative. And we're going to be revisiting a lot of these as we start implementing them. So our opportunity to celebrate is just that. It's here's where I am in my journey and in the process, and here are my ahas up to this point, and potential next steps can also be shared. So be on the lookout that I will be sending out some additional information specifically related to your celebration of learning.